Welcome to CanBee Crafty Shop. I'm Carrie Causey. Thanks for joining me today in my workshop. Today I'm introducing my brand new design on the Pirouette yarn butler, and I just want to open up the bag, show you what's inside, and tell you how it's different than last year's model. So when you order a Pirouette from CanBee Crafty Shop at Etsy, it'll come in a little storage bag with a stitch marker, and the stitch marker is the same design that you have ordered on your Pirouette. And inside you will find a wrist strap, and those are in assorted colors. Sorry I can't give you the one you want. 2 spindles and the CanBee Crafty base. And this, well, the whole thing has changed really, but the first thing you'll notice is that there are no magnets on this one. Last year's model had magnets, and I got a lot of negative feedback about that. They kept, if you dropped it a little too hard on the ground or it fell off your table, the magnets would pop out, and that was a pain. Also, aligning the plate that we had with the other magnets on the bottom, aligning those together was a little bit annoying for people. And so in place of the magnets, I have added this toggle right here. It's just a little key. It's nice and firm. It's not, doesn't wiggle around. Once it's in, it's in. And this is how you lock your Pirouette in place. You can see a little bit. You can still see on the inside, I have a 3D printed ball bearing that I designed myself and that I print in-house. Let's have a look at the spindles. So the top of the spindles is shaped exactly the same as it was before. This taper goes right into your yarn ball very easily, but we don't have any need for a plate anymore. With the old one, there was a plate, and you had to insert this from the bottom and then put your yarn on, and then to disassemble it, you had to take off the yarn, take the spindle out of the plate, and package it all away. At this point, this is all there is. It's super minimal. There's much less waste. It's a lot smaller design. It's much lighter. And this little tab here, this hole, is what goes into your Pirouette. And then you just slide it in. And it's really well on there. Because there's no magnets, it's just a positive little, it just grabs right on there. Still spins just as well as it used to. And to put your yarn on, people did ask me this more often than I thought they would. So here I have a remnant of Malabrigo Rios from my Nearly Spring capelet. You'll just feed your finger down through the middle, working your way around any tangles that might be in there. Whoops, should unplug that. And then you just put your finger on the tip and feed it back through again. So there that is on there. And then you'll just plug it into your base. And away it goes. You can see it spins very nicely, sometimes too nicely. If you pull it hard, you'll really get it going. There's no need to pull it that hard. I find when I'm knitting with DK or worsted, just the tension of my knitting is enough to tug it along, and I don't really need to pull up any slack. Sometimes if I'm on lace weight, each stitch is so small that there's not enough tugging. So I'll pull out a little bit of a spool and then knit with that. But either way, this works great. When you get too much, you can just spin it back, load it back onto the ball, ready for later. When you want to take this with you to knit night and you don't feel like taking the whole thing, you just unplug it, pop it off, and this can stay inside your ball all the time. You don't need to take this back out because this is such a small footprint. These guys won't break off in your bag. So you'll just clip on your wrist strap, hang it on your wrist, and it will just hang right at your side during knit night when you go down to the yarn shop, or if you're going to go knit outside at a park at a bench and enjoy yourself. This will just hang right at your side, right under your elbow. Sometimes it hangs at my wrist, sometimes it works its way up to my arm, and then my hands are completely free and it's just hanging there at my side. So here it is, no more magnets, no more big cake plate, no more snapping off of tiny feet. It's more minimal, there are less parts with no magnets, and it works so much better. I have had such great feedback from the few people who have gotten a hold of my new design. So I hope that this solves any problems you've been having with my original design, and I hope you'll give me another try. See you soon.